kilometer from the nearest place to get some solar for diesel for the engines to reclaim the area to cultivate it. And that's why we think about this to start the taking the water out, pumping the water out from the bottom of the ground to with solar energy. Of course, there is. I have made research for 80 years about this. I have my master degree and PhD degree on this subject. But finally, I found it start for the first time last Friday that we get out, taking out the water, pumping out the water with this big amount of water, about 800 to 850 cubic meter per day in summer from a well with drive it with solar power. This is the new achievement, and I think it's very important for all the Egyptians.
So, Doctor, that was the most recent achievement.
Yes.
What about the other ones? Are there any
Yes,
older achievements?
we have
in the
already.
association?
Yes, our association is, as I told you, it's one of the aims, and the most important thing is the awareness. We made a lot of workshops. We call it one-day workshops in the university, in the universities and the schools. We did it already in the British University and Cairo University, of course, about two times. Azhar University, we made it about 4 times. Ain Shams University, and we made a lot of conferences with the Engineering Syndicate of Egypt 2 or 3 times. And what we are doing now is, after we started this project in the desert, we are taking the young engineers to start a new generation who understand what's the engineering of green energy. This is what they call it outside. We call it the green jobs. We are starting to make the green jobs for the Egyptian. I think someday this will be a very important thing for all the Egyptians.
Right, Dr. Higazi, also there is a great percentage of Egypt's area geographically which is desert, and there is the dams, the high dams, and we have also the windmills in some places, and we have the beaches, and we have the rivers, and we have the magnificent radiation of the sun. So as from where we can see now is that there is lots of sources for renewable energy. Are Egyptians making the best use of it, do you
Yes,
think?
all these resources, I think, is spoiled out. Nothing is nothing. We don't use anything of this. We have, as you said, that we have about 96% of the Egyptian area, the whole Egypt area, is it's about 1 million kilometers square. It's already empty areas. Nobody lives there. That's why the importance of the achievement. I told you that any place and any spot that you know that there is a water underground, that you can take it out without for 25 years of electricity generating from the solar modules. 25 years guaranteed that you pump the water from the ground, and then
You mean the wells?
From the wells. I think now anybody in the well should be happy that we are any place. Just go there, dig your well, and the sun will do the rest for you. When there is a Bedouin last Friday told me something very funny, that is it really working from the sun? Is this water coming out from? He don't believe it. That's why I told you that we need to make awareness for the people. They should know. And I told them yes. Yes.
What about the Egyptian scientists and experts?
You know, a lot of Egyptian scientists and experts have done a lot of research about this, but nothing come to the we don't see anything on the ground.
So
actually.
Where is the problem? Where does
the problem is the management of their researches from the government, not only this government, all the governments. They are neglecting these achievements, these scientific achievements. They should look for this. They should give this more attention, because you know we have the lowest
Especially
fund.
that we are in a time of an energy crisis.
Now the people, you don't imagine, after we did this, very simple people from Upper Egypt, they have farms. Their farms are dying now. There is no water because there is no diesel fuel for them, and now they are looking for spending a lot of money about this. That will help, of course, to make a big market for the solar energy. this next or renewable energy in general next few years. But now we have to help these people. We have to help these people. Someone came to me yesterday from the New Valley telling me that the people are fighting to get some about 20 liters of solar of diesel just to run their machines to irrigate the thirst plants. Their plants are dying. That's why the government now should start immediate actions against this crisis. That's what I think. And I don't think this by making a security for the diesel distribution all over the country. We have to start a serious actions towards renewables. That should be our aims next 10 years. I hope they can do this.
But also we all know that solar energy can be used in powering the household equipment such as the heaters, the refrigerators, or the air conditioners, and etc. Of course. The question is, when are we, as Egyptians, will be able to use the solar energy to power such things in our households or our houses?
Actually, there is a big obstacle facing the use of solar energy or renewables in Egypt. That the subsidies from the government to all the resources or all sources of power. The electricity in our houses, we know it's all subsidy. Have subsidies from the country. The 1 kilowatt it costs about 70 to 80 piastres. The people only pays 5 to 10 piastres for it. Of course, this is a socio-economic problem. I don't want to get through it. We have a lot of problem with the socio-economic. But I think that when we have these subsidies, I can't get like we said, that the people cannot install any renewables because it costs a lot. And this cost, it's economic, it's money-wise. I can't do it while the electricity is very cheap.
So we need a lot of time
We need
to be able to be
yes,
getting
I
such
think
things
so.
in our
I think
houses.
so. I think so. I think so. The subsidies should not go to the electricity, but go to the man who installs the instrument to generate the electricity. And this is the other way. That happened in Germany for 19 years now. They raised all the prices of the electricity all over the country just to subsidize the installation of new PV systems. That's why I told you that this year Germany have 50% of all installations of photovoltaics in the world.
Right, Dr. Higazi, is there what is called as the solar plants?
Yes.
And what is the idea from taking or deriving solar energy from plants, and how does this procedure take course? How useful could it be?
You mean
in
plants,
renewable-
this cultivations?
I don't know.
No.
Explain to us.
No. Solar plants means a construction, a big construction. In Germany, they call it solar farms.
Solar farms.
Solar farms. They instead of farming or cultivating plants, they cultivate solar modules. That's why that expression.
How does that happen?
Oh no, cultivating means just fixing it. When you go to
It's like a stock storage.
no, not a storage. It's area, very wide areas beside all the big cities and villages also in Germany. That you find that area is almost covered with solar modules to produce the energy, and that's why the expression they call it the solar plants or solar farms. It's not actually a farm.
But they just give it that term.
Yeah, just give it that. Now they are called also the wind farms. We have one of
we've
the
heard
biggest
about
wind
wind
farms in the world in Egypt. That was in Za'farana. It's about 550 megawatts. This one is one of the biggest in the world. That we also call it wind farm.
Right, Dr. Ahmed Higazi, President of Egypt Green Energy Association. Thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome.
And best of luck. And stay tuned.
Thank you.
We'll be going to a short break and we'll come back to you on Nile Cruise, so stay tuned.